win yesterday. Dak Prescott threw for 444 yards, which was the most ever allowed by a Bill Belichick-coached Patriots team. And last night, future Hall of Famer Drew Brees didn't hold back when talking about how well Dak is playing. Take a listen.
I'll say this, too, about Dak Prescott. In my mind, he's a top 3 quarterback in the league right now, the way that he's playing, the way that he's leading his team.
Shannon, a top 3 quarterback is a pretty bold stance. Can you go that far?
No, I cannot, because I don't believe anybody will take him right now. And right now, I don't believe there's a general manager that would take Dak Prescott over Patrick Mahomes, Aaron Rodgers, or Tom Brady, or Kyler Murray. That's 4 right there, so that can't be top 3. I'm not so sure they're going to take him at the way Stafford, Josh Allen, and Lamar Jackson's playing. So he's outside of those guys. He's playing phenomenal. But when you say top 3, that means right now, give me 3 quarterbacks. I'm taking Mahomes, I'm taking Rodgers, I'm taking Brady, I'm taking Kyler Murray before I get to Dak. I'm definitely taking Lamar Jackson. So I got him somewhere outside of the top 6, top 7. So that's not a knock. That's not saying Dak isn't playing good, but I still believe that Mahomes is a step above him. I believe Rodgers. I believe Tom Brady, Kyler Murray. They're still above him. Lamar Jackson. So for me, no. Rodgers, and even Rodgers skips his week 1 loss. He's 12 TDs, 1 INT with 5 wins. We saw Mahomes turn the ball over 3 times. Still go get your 4 bills and blow out the Washington football team.
8 interceptions.
Hey, Tyree got to help him out. Because a couple of those have hit in receivers' hands.
I'll buy that.
Yeah, it's hitting receivers' hands.
That one before halftime, it was like, I have no idea what you're doing.
Well, and that's what I'm saying, Skip. It's 3rd down. Yeah. You're going to get a field goal at worst-case scenario. He panicked like he thought it was 4th down, and I just got to make a play. No, live to see another day. But I'm still, even that situation, I'm not taking Dak over Mahomes. I'm not taking him over Brady, and I'm not taking him over Rodgers, Lamar, and Kyler.
So I saw the great Drew Brees say this. I heard him say this at halftime last night on NBC, and it hit me the wrong way when I first heard it, and then I slept on it. And I thought about it on the treadmill this morning, and I'm thinking, wait a second. He's talking about the way he's playing, the way he's leading his football team.
Right.
If we're doing just on pure performance and leadership right now, I go top 3 on Dak because Brady's at the top of my list. Lamar is 2nd on that list. And I can get Dak in at 3rd on that. I'm talking about leading the football team.
So you're going to bump your guy to Oklahoma. You're going to bump Kyler.
Yep, I am. Well, I haven't seen enough because do you realize, remember, for a while, Dallas turned into a running team because they're 2nd rushing as we speak. And I was happy with the balance of that, which was actually leaning toward running over passing.
Right.
But do you realize on opening night at Tampa against the GOAT, Dak went 6 of 8 on a drive for 70 yards that set up what I thought might be the winning field goal, even though he left 124 for the GOAT, and that was too much. But then he goes to Justin Herbert, and on the game-winning drive, he goes 5 of 5 for 35 yards to set up a fairly long field goal that McCarthy completely blundered the clock management, and yet it got made, and they walked off the winner. And then do you realize last night at New England, he goes in overtime 5 of 5 for 71 yards. So that's 3 game-winning drives in which he's been 16 of 18 for 176 yards passing. Do you realize he's 2nd in completion percentage to Kyler Murray right now, 73% to 74 for Kyler? And I give you Kyler, but Dak has been doing this at a high level, leading a football team where he's clearly the face of the franchise.
But Skip, Kyler's going on the road. At Titans, blew him out. At Rams, blew him out. At Browns, blew him out.
Okay.
He did that.
All right.
Lamar Jackson, we saw what he did, Skip, with Indy. 442 yards, 4 touchdowns, walk-off touchdown. We saw what he did. A very good Chargers team. We saw what he did to them. Josh Allen going on the road. And I know, I understand that Kansas City is not their offense still lights you up, Skip. You still got to put points on the board to beat them. And Josh Allen went there and he did a demolition job on them.
You want to talk about clutch? You want to talk about the whole franchise leaning on your shoulder pads? Let's go late in the game yesterday. Let's go down the stretch of regulation. It gets to 4th and 4 at the Dallas 35. This is sink or swim. This is hit it or game over. And he goes to Cedric Wilson, if we could see it one more time, over the top of the cornerback, and a great catch, but a great throw. And you want to talk about clutch? That's big-time clutch to me, to position the ball right there to save the game. If it goes off his fingertips, the game is over, right?
Yep.
And then it gets to be 3rd and 25. 3rd and 25. This is impossibly clutch. You need a bunch of yards to set up a long field goal.
That's
the walk-off. Okay. That's the walk-off, which I give you. And that wasn't that easy of a throw. He's on the dead run to his right and just flings it. But let's watch the at the end of regulation. 3rd and 25 from the Dallas 45. And he goes up high, hard to CD, who just goes up and snatches it. It's against a Belichick defense, that's a hard throw to pull off. That is big-time clutch.
Mills, you got help over the top. Why are you giving up so much ground?
I don't know.
You got help over the top.
Okay.
Challenge that.
Okay, but that set up a 49-yard field goal. You needed every one of those 24 yards, right, to get you in position. So Dak goes crucial and even more crucial to pull the game out of the fire just to get you to overtime, let alone the final throw to CD to end it.
But here's the thing, Skip. I think there's more pressure on Mahomes than any other quarterback, given that his defense isn't very good, and he knows he has to throw.
Is his defense any better or worse than Dallas's?
Yeah, they're worse than Dallas.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, they're worse than Dallas.
Seriously?
Yeah, they're worse than Dallas.
Because in the second half, you love your little man Tyler Heineke, right?
But Skip, we know.
But you love him.
Skip, we know.
You love him. And
they're not very good.
They shut him down.
They're not very
in the
good.
second half.
That's not saying nothing, Skip. You just told me your team has a better record than the field that you gave me combined.
No, it's 5 victories, and the field's got 5.
Right, that's what I'm saying. So you gave me 3 teams. I got you, and you got as many victories, your team, as all 3 of the teams that you gave me. And you want me to feel good about that.
Better defense, Washington or Dallas? It's not even close.
Dallas.
Oh, come on.
Skip, Washington is not what we thought they were going to be. I think they read too much of the press clippings because all offseason with a quarterback, because Fitzpatrick was supposed to change our life on the offense, given that defense. Oh, with all those first-round picks up there on the defensive line, Skip, we just and it haven't materialized. I don't know why, but it hasn't materialized what they were last year.
I think Dak is having to overcome more defensive failings than you think.
Nah.
Well, I mean, how about the 75-yarder to Kendrick Bourne?
Skip,
what was that about?
I'm not so sure, with the exception of Stafford. And Josh Allen defense is pretty good, but it's not like Lamar's. They played good yesterday, but a lot of these guys' defense, Tom's defense hasn't been world beaters this year. The Bucs defense hasn't been world beaters.
When I have him at the top of my MVP list, they've been decimated on defense.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
And I just read that Sherman's gonna miss some time.
And Gronk has missed some time, and that's his favorite target.
Yeah, and he should be back, Skip. I think he's gonna be back this week. But it's going to be interesting. I think Dak's going to play his way. It's interesting to see when they have the top 100 where the players rank Dak. Dak might crack that top 20, Skip. He might be top 15, top 10.
We've got a long way to go. And my 12-5 prediction is looking pretty. I think I underestimated.
Now you underestimated him now.
Feeling yourself.
Yeah. That's exactly what he's doing.
This is the reality. We can't do anything. Maybe until they face the Vikings. I'm thinking about it. Are the Raiders still on track to make a playoff push? We'll break down their emotional win. Ben and the Steelers beat the Seahawks 23-20 in overtime last night. Roethlisberger threw for 229 yards and a touchdown, and Pittsburgh improved to 3-3 on the season to stay in the postseason mix in the AFC. Shannon, here's the question. Are the Steelers a playoff team?
I still don't believe they are, Skip. I'm not getting excited about 2 wins against the Denver Broncos and Geno Smith led Seattle when both games came down to the wire. Skip, Ben is not that. He's dependent on a defense now. Skip, Ben had 7 guys that caught a pass. Not one guy had a 10-yard average or better. Not one.
Okay.
What the highest was 9.0, 7.9, 8.3, 7.7, 8.5, 5.0. He's not pushing the ball down the field. Skip, that was Geno. You know Geno going Geno. But to his credit, I don't know what they were thinking, because they got into a rhythm. First down, run. Second down, let's try to pass, and we don't get it now. So what do you think T.J. Watt's looking to do? Let's shut off this run and get them into a situation where it's 2nd and 10, and we know they're going to have to throw the ball.
How good is T.J. Watt?
T.J. Watt, he's exceptional.
Is he maybe the best defensive player in football? Is he rivaling that guy for the Rams?
He's
Is he getting in the ballpark?
He getting that skill.
Yep.
Okay, when you say park, we're talking about Yellowstone. We're talking about Yosemite. He's in that park. But Aaron Donald's on a whole new skip. We're talking about a guy that's possibly going to go down as the greatest defensive player ever. That's where Aaron Donald was headed. Now, give T.J. Watt credit, Skip.
He wreaks more havoc right now than Aaron Donald does.
No. He doesn't get the skip. They're doubling and tripling. They doing steal shots. They got 3 guys.